Okay.
I'm Satterfield. I'm here with FanHouse.com, and we're talking to two of my all-time favorite high school wrestlers who have now transitioned. They will be making their debut in Baltimore at the arena, First Maryland Arena, on an MMA card, legalized for the first time in Maryland. On my left, on your left, is Ryan Mackinand. On your right is Dave Daniecki, Loyola graduate David Daniecki, and Hammond graduate Ryan Mackinand. Guys, tell us about how exciting this night is going to be. Ryan, why don't you start us off?
I mean, it's going to be a great show. You know, a lot of work has been done to make this thing happen. John Rowley's really putting a lot of time, and you know, a lot of members of the state government really pushed this thing to make sure that we could really get this ball rolling. You know, our job's pretty easy. Just kind of go out there and get punched in the face and, you know, punch him back, and hopefully you can hit more than he hits you.
Dave, why don't you add to that?
No, I agree. I think we got a lot of great sponsors. You know, got Bail, we got No Limit. There's going to be some cool cars there. There's going to be some tanks there from the National Guard. I think the whole event, just in general, is going to be, you know, it's going to be a first-class show. John's been working on it for months now. So I think, you know, obviously the fights are going to be great. We got fighters coming in from New Mexico, Virginia, Ohio, New Jersey, all over the place. A lot of Maryland guys. We got 5 Ground Patrol guys represented here out of Maryland, obviously. So I think it's going to be a great show. A lot of the people I've been talking to, professional people, friends, you know, just everywhere. It seems like the buzz is really high. A lot of people are coming, planning on coming. I think it'll be a good show.
Well, you two guys, you're going to be pioneers. Not only are you debuting, but it's the first show, and like you said earlier, Dave, couldn't have been better scripted for you to time your professional debuts. Why don't you talk about that?
Ryan and I, we've both been, you know, we've been training for years now. You know, I've been doing stuff for almost 5 years, and Ryan's been doing it even longer. So, you know, we put our time in. We've got plenty of amateur fights. You know, we're in here 4 or 5 days a week. Been working with our Muay Thai boxing coach Henry Smith all the time, as well as all the others. And I just think that this is a perfect opportunity for us to make our pro debut, and I feel we're more than ready.
Ryan, tell us a little bit. He wants you to give you daps. Give him daps.
I don't have time for him.
He wants to tell us. Why don't you tell us about who's coming to your fight, and then we'll get back to Dave, and he can tell us who's not coming to his.
You know, tons of people are coming there. You know, not only from the school here. I got you know, a lot of my friends that I grew up with. You know, my family's finally coming for the first time. I got my little sister coming. I got people from my work. Kids I coach currently now at Hammond. Kids I used to coach, kids I came up wrestling with, and you know, other people, you know, other wrestlers I've just kind of met throughout my career. Mike Faust, who's an ACL American, he lives in the area still. Been a good friend of mine for years. He's coming. Ryan Herwig, another one. He's going to be coming out as well, and you know, it's going to be a real good time. I'm sure I'm going to have more people coming to watch me than Dave has to watch him, and you know, if nothing else, at least the girls watching me will be better looking.
I'll just tell you a little bit, just so you know, Dave was a little bit more dominant than you were, but he was good. He was good. You were still a state champ.
Pretty good.
Man.
I was down.
Dave, tell us about your parents. I know you want to say hi to your dad.
Say hi to mom and dad. Love them. Have always been supportive. You know, wrestling since grade school, every match. But they're not coming to this. They're too worried to get there or to see their son. You know, not that it's going to happen, of course, but you know, if anything were to happen, you know, I got a lot of friends, guys from high school, college. Actually, my wrestling coach Dennis Frazier, I'm pretty excited is coming. That's one of the bigger ones. A lot of people have been coming out of the woodwork, calling me. You know, seeing the advertisements on TV, on the radio. So plan on having a lot of people there. But yeah, the 2 people that won't be there are the 2 people closest to me are mom and dad.
Okay, guys, last question for each of you. You know, I'm an old man, and I think if I was 10 years younger, I might be doing this myself. But what advice would you have for a wrestler that may come to see you fight and, you know, would want to get involved in this? What does it take to transition? It's not easy.
Now, one of the biggest things that I worked on, I know coming out of, you know, when I first started, was undoing a lot of the stuff that wrestling taught you. not mentally, because mentally it's, I think, awesome to have wrestling background and very important. But as far as like when you're on the mat, as far as being on your back, you know, having your head exposed, your neck exposed, there's a lot of things jiu-jitsu-wise that they have to unprogram from wrestling. That would probably be the biggest thing, I think.
Ryan?
I think probably improve in all aspects. Don't be scared to go outside your comfort zone. You know, don't be scared to, don't think every time you go in there, you got to shoot that double leg. Just stand, trade a little bit. You know, work on your boxing, do it slowly. Also work off your back a little bit. That's foreign land for a wrestler, or at least it should be. It wasn't always foreign land for me, but, you know, eventually became that way. And that's one thing. You know, wrestling can be a blessing or a curse. You know, if you're willing to improve in all aspects of the game, it kind of lets you pick where, you know, where you want to take the fight. You can take the fight to where it's your advantage. If you're not willing to improve your game at all, and you're not willing to expand and learn the other aspects, all it does is let you pick your ass whooping. You know, it lets you pick whether you're going to get knocked out or tapped out.
Okay, I want to just point out to you guys, Ryan was 9-0 as an amateur, and Dave was 4-0 as an amateur. So you're talking about two prized guys going in and trying to make this transition. A combined, what is that? I'm not a good mathematician, 13-0. So I wish you guys the absolute best, and we will see you on Saturday night at the First Marin Arena. Good luck.
Thanks, man.